Hello guys and welcome to HRL Season 5 Grand Finals. Round number 2, Moto 2. Man, Grand Finals is going by fast. We're already like way over halfway done. It kind of sucks, but oh well. Anyways, gonna get into Moto 2 here. Gate should drop any moment now, so we'll just wait for it to drop. And there we go, green flag. Who got the best? Man, Justice looks like he has a pretty good start. Launching that inside though is probably gonna get the whole shot. A lot of drivers making contact as usual. I mean, that's usually how it goes in this first section. It's just absolute chaos the entire way through. Need some more water, dude. Hold up. Yeah. There we go, bud. I'm good. Nice 3 wide there. Holy crap. That was what? Justice, Opix, and Hunter? That was pretty nice. I'm surprised that there wasn't like a huge wipeout over that. And this is looking like it's going to be a different type of race. We got same top 2, Slaunch and Fireball. Fireball trying to make a move early. And I think his Fireball's reasoning for being so aggressive there is sound. I think he's scared to have another lag spike, so I think he's like, alright, I'm going to try to get as big of a gap as possible, so then if I lag cheese again, maybe I'll have a shot. Ends up actually, I thought Slaunch made a mistake at first, and then Fireball ends up making a mistake right afterwards, lost the lead for just a second there, but is able to retake it going back into the next section. But yeah, I think Fireball, what he's trying to do here, I think he's trying to get that lead and get as big of a lead as possible, because obviously, if he gets hit with lag cheese, that, you know, I don't know if he's going to be able to recover. He had a pretty big lead last moto, and he wasn't able to recover, so it's not going to be easier this time. Holding on to it pretty close, top 2 spots. Who do we got in third? Is that Uncle Blake? Is that? Wow, are you serious? Is that Uncle Blake in third? That's actually pretty nice if it is. Pretty good start for him. I think it is. Wow, Uncle Blake with a much better start this moto. I mean, a lot of people from the back with a much better start. Uncle Blake's in third, and that's Opix right there. Hunter and Detail, Roman, and Real Deal all outside of the top 5 right now. And then in the back 2, you have Justice and Vulcan. So, yeah, a lot of people from that were towards the back last moto with a better start this time, and that's what you want to see, because with a better start, they have a higher chance of, you know, maybe working in a better finish now. Fireball still holding on to that lead. He's got a nice, I don't know, 4 or 5 goose lengths on Slaunch. Ooh, side by side. That was really clean. Opix going to take over Hunter there, or hold him off. I'm not sure if he was already ahead of him. I think he might have been. Oh, Hunter with the mistake in the curve section. He's going to lose that spot to Details. Now Details going to enter the top 5. Getting pretty close between Fireball and Slaunch for that top 2. Fireball holding on to it. Slaunch almost completely wiping out, but ends up saving it. It wasn't too bad. And Uncle Blake going to take over second place, which is absolutely insane, but this is a pretty good run for him so far, taking over that second place spot. Definitely looking a lot stronger than looking more like his heat race, his semi form. Looking a lot better than his first moto performance so far. Roman, on the other hand, doing a pretty poor job. Back there in 8th. Not his moto so far, but the good thing is plenty of time to recover. Ooh, getting really squirrely. Oh, a little laggy maybe. Looks like he's gonna be fine. That got a little scary. There's a little rubber band right there. I thought he was about to start to get hit with the lag cheese, but ends up saving it. Detail gonna overtake Opix pretty aggressively. They're gonna overtake 4th place for him. Opix gonna fall back to 5th. Now he's gonna try to hold on to Hunter, or hold off Hunter for 6th. Hunter competing for that 6th place spot with Real Deal and Roman potentially. Ooh, Hunter with a nice dive there. That's why that if you can't bump the other driver, that move isn't going to work, because you're most likely just going to case right afterwards and ends up being pretty slow. Loses the spot to Real Deal, possibly losing a spot to Roman as well. And this is crazy that Hunter's had such a poor performance at Prison Yard so far, because Hunter was actually one of the top qualifiers. I think he might have qualified 2nd. I think he might have been the 2nd place qualifier, so that's actually pretty insane. I guess it's just like all the drivers have just evolved their lines over the course of the warm-up races. Fireball now with a pretty good lead over Slaunch, and Slaunch with a pretty good lead over Detail, who's now in that 3rd place spot trying to hold off Opix. Opix putting up a good contest in 4th. Real Deal in 5th, so they've entered the top 5. Roman's still trying to venture in there. He's got a couple moves to make beforehand. What happened to Uncle Blake, man? That's like, he was having such a good run. He must have got cheese somehow. Very unfortunate. Still holding on to 6th place? Yeah. Uncle Blake's still holding on to 6th place, but that still sucks, man. He was having such a good, you know, possibly podium level run, but oh well. Just got to move on from that. Roman's going to try to pass him now. Is he going to be able to do it? Oh, he might pass Real Deal too, actually. Roman pretty aggressive. Oh, Opix going down to the curve. Roman just couldn't hold on to it at the end. That could have been a huge run for Roman. That could have been one of his biggest moments of the race. But unfortunately just not able to complete it at the end. Makes that mistake at just the last second. Very unfortunate. Could have been a great move, to be honest. Could have gained him several positions. All right, so we still got Fireball first, Slaunch second, Detail still third, and Real Deal in that 4th place spot. 5th place is being held by Uncle Blake, so he's found his way back to 5th place. Oh, what the heck? Someone just, I think that was me. I think I just lagged out. That's crazy. I just died. I don't know how I'm going to commentate now. Anyways, I think the big question here is, you know, how is Uncle Blake going to do now that he's in that 5th place spot? Is he going to be able to work down Real Deal, or is he just going to lose these positions again? I'm going to watch him very closely, see if I can get the answer to that question. Opix as well, right outside of the top 5, and Opix was kind of in a similar spot to Uncle Blake, like having a really good run. But now he's just been going backwards. But I still think it's going to help him. I think his start is going to help him. I think he's going to get a better finish this moto, hopefully, because he had a better start. Roman just slowly inching his way to the top 5. Uncle Blake actually competing for a second there with Real Deal for that spot. So he's doing a good job at actually making it a race so far. I think Opic's going to have a run on Roman here, potentially. Let's see how this goes. Into the double. Yeah, pretty clean. Looks like Roman's going to hold on to it. Still pretty tight, though. A lot of these guys really close to each other in speeds. Very competitive. Ooh, Opix with the move. Wow, Opix going to overtake Roman right there. That's a pretty good move. Can he hold on to it, though? That is the question. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. That's unfortunate for him, because that was a really good move beforehand. I like how we're seeing Opix run a lot of different lines than what other people are running, though, and he's actually doing a decent job with it. Keeping up. Fireball now with, I would say, the equivalent to what his Moto 1 lead probably was, and Slaunch with a huge lead as well over Detail in 3rd, and then Detail in 3rd with a huge lead over 4th and 5th. But then once you get to this area of the field, that's where it's actually pretty close. So we got some good battles going on. This is Real Deal and Uncle Blake, and then Roman in 6th, finally getting by some of those guys, now trying to inch his way towards the top 5. If Uncle Blake could get a top 5, if he could hold on to that, that would be a huge spoiler. Did I just jinx him? No, he saves it. Wow, that looks pretty bad. Oh no, he's gonna. Oh no, Uncle Blake is gonna lose it. Roman's gonna make the move. Oh, with the retaliation, Uncle Blake, good job. Learned from his heat race right there. Is able to hold on to that spot. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Showed that he actually learned from the past. That's pretty nice move. Let's see, still holding on. Yeah, still holding on to it. Oh man, I'm hungry. I just heard my stomach. I hope that didn't pick up on the mic. Dude, that was freaking loud. 2 minutes left. Roman and Blake side by side. Now this is getting really tight. This battle for 5th place is getting good. Into the double. Please, both of you land it. Yes, they both landed it. All right, so we might still see a battle. How's it going to go? Roman's going to take the spot. Uncle Blake's going to try to retaliate to the inside, though. Oh, really aggressive into the inside, and Uncle Blake's going to hit the wall, and that's probably going to be it for that battle right there. Still a valiant effort out of him throughout this entire race. Opix now. Oh, no. Opix hit him with the cheese now, too. That's crazy. And that's going to end up hurting Opix, but that just benefited Hunter so hard. That just benefited him so hard. He possibly just gained 2 positions off of that. That's crazy. Also, Vulcan quit, by the way. I don't know if I don't know if that's happened yet. I'm pretty sure it's happened by now, so I'm just gonna say that Vulcan quit the race. So there's that. Poor dude. Poor Britlander. 1 minute left. 1 minute remaining in the moto. Well, that was interesting. Detail. All right. Not sure what you're going for there, but interesting moves. Fireball with that huge lead. first, Solange second, and then, yeah, just huge gaps for the entire podium spots. But then we have a pretty good battle still between Real Deal and Roman for 4th and 5th. Those guys are actually still pretty close. And then right there, that 6th, 7th, and 8th, those guys are just duking it out like they have been the entire time. Hunter, oh, Hunter going down, and Uncle Blake getting really loose, really wide. Uncle Blake will take that spot back, and Opix very close to Hunter as well. Justice isn't going to finish last because Vulcan quit, so I think that's something that he's going to be happy about. Actually, I'm not sure where their positions were, though, before Vulcan quit. I'm not sure if Justice had that spot anyways. He might have. I'm not really sure. I wasn't, obviously you were watching up front. Didn't really pay attention to that. 3 laps to go. Opix trying to make a run on Hunter here. Man, I'm hungry. Ah! Opix trying to make a move to the inside. Wow. Ends up clearing the double-double. Why did I say double-double? Ends up clearing the double. Now we're going to go back to Fireball. Take a look at where he's at because we're getting pretty close to the end of this race. And Fireball has arguably been snubbed out of, like, he's been snubbed out of 2 Moto wins so far. This could be an amazing grand finals for him if a few things go differently. But if he keeps on it here, if no lag cheese, he could be looking to finally get his first Moto win of the grand finals, which is crazy to think because he really should have 2. But now he's looking to get his first. Roman and Real Deal still with a solid battle here for 4th and 5th. Side by side. Oh, Roman not going to be able to cleanly land that. That's going to give Real Deal a pretty big advantage for these last 2 laps. Roman's going to have to work it very hard if he's going to want to catch back up to him and possibly make another move. At least just stay in the vicinity of him. Then you could just make a last lap cheese move. He's going to do it right now. Hits Real Deal, gets him pretty loose, but Real Deal, got to give him credit. Nice driving there to stay calm and keep with it. Ends up keeping it clean. And still holding on to that 4th place as far as we can tell. Going back to Fireball. Trying to get his first Moto win of this grand finals, which is just, again, it's crazy to say because he should have quite a few, but what could be like a dominant looking grand finals for Fireball is you know, a few things gone differently, but instead it's going to be hopefully just, or possibly just 1 Moto win for him. White flag, final lap. Going to that final section. I mean, you could just see this gap is huge. That's 3rd place right there. Just huge gap. Real Deal and Roman still pretty close, though. I think we'll definitely see if they have an exciting finish towards the end. But right now we're just on board pretty much with Fireball, watching them take the rounds and finish out this race. Hit the double into the whoops. Clean run. Looking great for him so far. Just don't cheese the rollover. Solid run through the curve section. Last place, he could probably make a really bad mistake. Runs it perfectly clean. This is going to be it. Fireball is going to take a Moto win here in the grand finals. There it is. Who's going to take 2nd? Oh, this gap is insane. This gap is insane. Solange's going to take 2nd. And we're going to have the results start to scroll on screen because it's just taking too long. So there's the results. Roman does end up finishing ahead of Real Deal. As you can see right there, Roman overtook him earlier in the lap, and then Real Deal tried to recover there at the end and just couldn't do it. Going to have the overall results on screen as well. Solange with the 2 overall wins in a row to start off the grand finals, looking pretty strong going into that final round, which as well we will discuss right here. So here's the points. You see Solange with an 11-point lead. That's looking pretty strong, even stronger than his. He did lose a 9-point lead last season, but obviously 11 points, that's going to be very hard to lose. Detail and Fireball tied for 2nd and 3rd, still looking very strong with each other. Real Deal, who hasn't finished outside the top 5 yet, but also has not finished in podium spot, 50 points. Roman right behind him with 49 points. Had that rough Hollywood Moto 2. That's really affected him pretty tough. Vulcan, 41 points. Justice with those 39 points. Probably will pass Vulcan now that Vulcan's done for the night. Blake with 39, so him and Justice pretty competitive. Opix and Hunter, 37 and 36. So that whole bottom 4, very competitive. Those bottom 4, very, very competitive. You can even put Vulcan in that group. All those guys very close to each other. And then you have like the top 3, very competitive. And then you have Real Deal and Roman just in that middle slot. So we got battles, pretty close fights for the points all the way around the pack going into the next round. Look forward to it, guys. Coming at you in a day, possibly. So see you for the final race.